Hello and welcome to my new video. Maybe some of you might have watched my videos and thought, this doesn't look like a minimalist household at all. And I would absolutely agree with you. Today, I want to share how I deal with leading a minimalist, simple, and sustainable lifestyle when your immediate family isn't quite on board. If you've ever felt like a misfit in your own home because of your lifestyle choices, this video is for you. In my family, we're all quite unique characters. For example, my husband and daughter enjoy being very active in nature, hiking up mountains or going for a run, while I prefer to experience nature in a very calm and slow way, just sitting and listening to the sounds of a forest or a stream, and observing flowers, birds, and insects. We are equally different when it comes to minimalism, decluttering, and simplicity. Living minimally and simple in a household where not everybody shares your enthusiasm can be challenging from time to time. I've been navigating this journey with my husband and daughter for the past 3 years, so let me share some insights and tips that have helped me manage this situation in a positive and gentle way without forcing change upon them. From my professional experience, I've learned that sustainable change can't be forced. People need to see personal benefits and move at their own pace. Trying to impose change often leads to resistance, as it can feel like criticism or rejection of their current habits and who they are. It's essential to support and encourage change by highlighting the benefits they care about and allowing them to adapt in their own time. So I guess the first tip I can give here is to consider that your needs and incentives and also expectations for a lifestyle change are very unique to you, and that your loved ones might have completely different ones. For example, my daughter cares a lot about the environment and about climate change. So showing her that living a little bit more minimally is also a way to live more sustainably incentivizes her to be more mindful about the stuff that she purchases by, for example, always going to thrift stores first before buying something somewhere else. Still, as a teenager, I think it's important to try out different styles, so I encourage her to think carefully about her purchases, but I do not constrict her. With this approach, I try to respect her journey while at the same time fostering positive engagement. For me, it was clear from the beginning that I didn't want to force my lifestyle on anybody else in the family. So I started by focusing just on my own spaces, my wardrobe, my work area, and my personal belongings. By maintaining these areas in a minimalistic and organized way, I was able to show the benefits of a simpler lifestyle without saying a word. My family notices how excited I am when I declutter or reorganize my things, and they also notice the calm that comes with it. The second tip I would give you is to always communicate very open and positive about your choices, and also share the positive experiences that you make along the way. Might that be, having less stress, having more time, having a clearer mind, or just being faster at cleaning up your stuff. By consistently living your values and demonstrating the benefits of a more minimalistic lifestyle, you can spark curiosity in your family members. That may lead them to try it out a bit themselves, see the benefits that it has for them specifically, and over time, this might lead to them adopting some of your habits. As getting your family on board is not something that happens overnight, I think finding a balance is very important. I focus on not getting frustrated if my family keeps their stuff while I maintain my minimalist spaces, and I don't declutter things in common use without seeking their consent. This way, I hope at least everyone feels respected and comfortable in their own choices. I celebrate the small wins when they decide to declutter or simplify a bit, and I always encourage without any pressure. So, of course, over the years, I have decluttered stuff that was in use by the whole family. But in that case, my tip would be, just to ask them if they still maybe have a use for it before giving them away. For example, we had 4 Hello Kitty towels from when my daughter was very small. And when she outgrew them, I asked her if it was okay to give them away. And she was fine with it. She just wanted to keep one, which is perfectly fine, just because, she has a lot of nice memories from her early childhood attached to that towel. My experience as being the only minimalist in a family is that in our house, no shelf stays empty for long. And this can be quite frustrating when a space you just organized becomes cluttered again within a couple of days or weeks. What helped us is to mark territories. That means to clearly define common spaces like the bathroom and the kitchen and designate personal areas where each family member is responsible for keeping it organized as they see fit. So, my fourth tip to you is mark your territory. For example, my wardrobe is my space and only my business. And the same goes for my husband's and my daughter's wardrobe. Their space, their business. For shared spaces, like for example, the storage cabinet that we have in the entryway or the bookshelf right here behind me, everybody has got his designated shelves and he's also responsible for what he puts in there and how he keeps them organized. This not also keeps my spaces nice and decluttered, but it also reduces overall the spaces that I'm responsible for. This is, of course, easier when your kids are already older, but even younger children can learn to take responsibility for their spaces with a little help. All this said, being a bit of a misfit in my journey towards minimalism may feel lonely from time to time, but it's been worth staying true to my values while respecting others' paths. My husband and daughter have adopted some small habits, but it does take time, patience, and consistency for your habits to gently influence those around you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have had similar experiences or have any additional tips on how to live as a minimalist in a non-minimalist household, I would love it if you share that in the comments down below. Yeah, please don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe share the video if you found it helpful. I wish you a wonderful rest of the day and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.